Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you an OP backhand blades build guide for an Elden Ring. So this is one of the coolest new weapons that we got in the DLC, and we can power stance them by just being able to press triangle and the right hand button. So I'll be going over the full build guide. This is a very interesting one because we can stack a ton of damage with these, and yeah, so we got the blood backhand blade here, so I infuse it with bleed because we can get a ton of damage with 91 blood loss build up at only 30 arcane. So that's actually incredible because these attack really fast. Now I'm keeping the blind spot on here because it's a nice dodge and also ability to retaliate and get an attack in. On top of this, I'm doing a level 150 build, but if you're a lower level, I'll talk about what stats to take. So we want to ideally get our vigor up to 30 first, and then upwards of 50. For the DLC, you can go even higher in this, so I'll talk about some stats if you're going above 150 as well. So we got our mind at 20. This allows us to do our attack around like 13 or 14 times. We got 34 endurance. This gives us a nice amount of dodging and attack because you need endurance to be able to attack multiple times in a row. Leave our strength at 10, so I use the wretch class, but you need minimum 10 strength to be able to equip this, so we're leaving it there. I put 50 dexterity. That's going to increase the amount of damage that we get. It has a B scaling. Even at a blood infusion, it has a B scaling still, so that's really nice. As for our intelligence, leave it at the lowest stat that you can get it to. I took 25 faith. This gives us the ability to take golden vow to boost our damage, as well as I took 30 arcane, as this gives us more blood loss build up and it gives us a ton of damage. Now ideally get your poise up to at least 51 or 56 ideally. Make sure you are medium rolling. We don't want to have a heavy roll because that is going to not help out, as we're more of a quick focused build here. So I'll be going over what we'll also be taking. So I also got a Yuji Katana here for seppuku because that's going to give us another large damage spike. Also using Lord of Blood's Exaltation here for increased attack power alongside the White Mask, with the Rotten Winged Sword Insignia to greatly increase our attack power at successive attacks, since we're going to be attacking multiple times in a row. Also the Two-Headed Turtle Talisman allows us to regain our endurance quickly, and then also the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which can be swapped out at any time for any type of damage that you need to resist. So fire, lightning, holy, etc. Raw Meat Dumpling. This can allow your mimic to heal themselves. They can't actually be poisoned. Don't use it yourself. Now, as for the spells that we're going to be taking, we obviously want to have Flame grant me strength. Now, if you don't infuse these, you can use Blood Flame Blade. That is another option. I did that all the way through my playthrough, so that is a really nice option. We also have Swarm of Flies, Flame grant me strength, and Rot Breath. Rot Breath is really nice because that can allow you to even XXDK is a little bit better. That allows you to stack up Scarlet Rot against the enemy, and that is huge because it gives us another type of damage to be able to inflict on the target. So we're going to be taking Golden Vow here. That's another really powerful increased attack. So we're typically, with this, we want to start with our Golden Vow because it has the longest duration. So start with that, hit yourself up with the Flame grant me strength, and then we're going to bring out our, you got to two-hand the Yuji Katana, and then you can do seppuku here to get yourself blood loss, which will also increase the bleed damage that we're dealing with these. So then we just come out and go to town. So as you can see there, the damage is incredible, and we're getting bleed build up on 3 attacks, so that is really nice. I want one of the red ones there to show off the damage potential of this, but yeah, we want to start with the seppuku because that's going to give us increased bleed damage, and whenever we go into attack, our White Mask and the Lord of Blood's Exaltation gives us further damage there. So yeah, as you can see, we're triggering the bleed really quickly. This is incredibly powerful. So I like it because not only do we have this very high damaging weapon, we also have this attack here. So you can do the backhand blade special blind spot attack and just completely shred down everyone that's in your way. So it's nice too because it has a pretty decent power attack there, but the bleed buildup is really its shining moment because you can take out enemies so quickly with it. So as you can see, our Flame grant me strength has worn off, and that gives us a little bit less damage. So we ideally want to have that up at all times because it's just going to boost our damage a whole lot. So yeah, the bleed buildup on this is incredible. So if you're going against a boss, you can literally take them down with that. We also have the Yuji Katana here, so if you really want to, you could use that, but I wouldn't fully recommend it. And just make sure you always apply your buffs. Before you go into the boss arena, it's relatively easy to just buff up right outside their door. And especially the DLC, they give you a lot of chances to buff up before entering the fight, as a lot of these bosses actually are, you can just run right through the door. Now, not every Souls game has been that way, which is nice, because it allows us to actually set up and use things like Golden Vow. But you can see there, the damage is incredible. 2 hits, it's literally 1 tap of the button there. So 1 tap of the button, we can kill an Albinaric. That is faster than any other weapon really in this game. And then we also have a really good jump attack. So that's another thing, because we can stack a lot of poise damage. Surprisingly, the poise damage on this attack is really good. And what's nice about it is poise damage allows you to get a bunch more hits in to further stack up your bleed, because we want to be attacking fast with this and try to stack bleed as much as possible. So yeah, the backhand blades are really good. You can use the blind spot as a nice dodge as well. So this weapon has it all. It has high damage, it has a ton of utility, you can stack bleed, and you can even get your mimic to be spamming rot breath. Or another big tip for the DLC is to equip the rot pots, so you can get the Scarlet Rot Jug or Scarlet Rot Hefty pots here. This will apply Scarlet Rot upon 1 throw of it, so you can put those on, your mimic will toss them at the enemy, and then you can just focus on applying the bleed damage. So there it is, a very OP backhand blade build for an Elden Ring Shadow, the Erdtree. If you found this video useful, please hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.